So why wasn't I with you last night? Well, that's an easy answer. You see, I had to clean the bathroom so it would be up to par, and everything had to be boxed and moved out of the bathroom so that he could just go in the bathroom, lay the floor, put the new toilet in, and be done. And that took till about 4:30 in the morning because I had to see my shows. You know what I'm saying? To actually relax from and by the time I got that done, I didn't even get the laundry started, which I just now got the laundry started a few minutes ago. But it's been a long day off. This is going to be like one of those weeks where you need a day off from the day off. Just saying. Um, I have worked my schedule so hard that when I get a day off, right now we have home improvements going on so that we can schedule the home improvements, and it's going to be ongoing for probably the next week or the week after that. It gets complicated, folks. Take a deep seat. So the good news is the bathroom is finished, which is right there to my room. Yay! Wonderful news. Um, what did he do today? Well, he put a subfloor, he put some click and lock tiling down, and put a brand new handicap toilet in for Grandpa. And it looks marvelous. This morning didn't start off the way I wanted, but sometimes things work out better for you when you don't plan everything down to the last detail like I usually like to do. He called me and said, I'm out here at Home Depot to pick up the goods. There's good and bad news. I said, oh no. So basically the bad news was they didn't have the tiling I wanted because it would have to be special ordered, and we didn't want to wait, so we had to make that snap judgment to change the floor plan, so to speak. So I told him, well, I'll send you a picture of what I'm trying to match up in the bathroom. You help me match it. He did excellent match-up work. He got a handicap toilet for Grandpa that it's a very small bathroom, but it fit and makes it look bigger, the bathroom a little bigger than what it actually is, and it's nice. And everything is just, it seems like the little click and lock tile is just molded around every little detail. It looks beautiful. Now, what else did I do today? Well, it's like I had this itinerary I posted early on Facebook of what I wanted to do. Now, you got to remember, Sunday, we drove Grandpa's car out there to U-Save Auto. We left it overnight, so I called to check on it and said, I let them know, hey, when you get it in there, not only for the service engine light, but there's, I thought one bulb out on the back tail light. There ended up being two bulbs out on the back tail light. And then I also told him about or he asked me if the oil had been changed lately. I said, I don't think so. So they did an oil change. They did fixing the back tail light, and they fixed the service engine soon. Now, his car is older, so it's got a computer mechanism, and they said it has to go through some sort of cycle, and then that light will just magically go off. I said, do whatever you have to do. Then I had to get in touch with the serviceman for the heater. Mind you, they took the casing, the thing that goes on the heater. You can actually see the little flame as it goes up to heat the whole house. And I'm like I'm uneasy about this because our cat, the cat's domain is always the basement. So I'm like going, I'm a little worried, a little concerned. I won't lie. So I was like going, well, I called them to make sure that I thought I misunderstood. I thought, okay, they ordered the part on Saturday when he came out, and by Monday it would be here and we could get everything done in one day. As usual, that is not the story of my life. So I said, how's this going to work? She goes, well, let me call him, then I'll call you back. So I waited on a phone call back for that. And meanwhile, I had called my bank because I just wanted to, make sure everything was going the way it was supposed to be going. What was shocking to me was, and this is, I don't know, I'm old-fashioned. I use checks. I don't use debit cards. And I said, did you get this check number, this check number? She's like, no, but call us later in the day. Well, she didn't tell me why. And then I found out because the checks come in after 10 a.m. Go figure. So anyway, got that all straightened out. And I had messaged Wanda a few times to come get her books, which, by the way, her books are still in my SUV with her goodie bag, and I hope she gets it tomorrow. But it is what it is on that. So then, how did the rest of the day go? Well, the bathroom went splendidly. It went till about 2:30, somewhere in there. After that, we decided that we were going to run errands. Now, because of the coronavirus, our vet, you had to park, text where you were parked at, what number, and then they would come out, get the animals, take them in, and then go from there. Well, they're like, Donna, you can bring the animals in now. I'm like, okay, after I call them. So here I am, not looking my best because here we've had all these house repairs lately, and the clothes I had on was black top, black pants, and I had hair, cat hair all over me. So all the girls were like going, wow, you look like hell. Didn't work, that's something you don't want to hear, but I had to go through the whole deal about all the house repairs that we've had to incur lately, and, you can't plan things like that in life. It just happens. And so uh, they trim the cat's nails, the dog's nails, give Peanut his flea and heartworm treatment, give Sammy the treatment on the back of the neck. And Sammy didn't get to go last month, so I was glad he got to go this month because those claws are getting so long. But after that, we went out to Aldi's, or not Aldi's, went to Goodwill first. And I got to tell you what happened at Goodwill, because this is a good story. Because it actually is a true story, and it's a good story because it's a true story. It happened at Goodwill. It's tired. It's late at night. My letters and words are getting stumbled over. Anyway, we were in there shopping, and I knew that it was the Veterans Day, Seniors Day off if you were a member. And I had picked out some stuff that I knew would make good presents for, this and that for the holidays coming up. Went to the front. And the couple behind me was complaining that because the lady, first you got to hear about this lady in front of me. She was extremely rude. And I was like going, seriously, you're teaching your young daughter this? The young daughter looked maybe 3 or 4. And I just walked up there and she goes, excuse me, we're in line. I thought she said to go to the bathroom. I said, oh, you're just needing the key to go to the bathroom? She goes, no, we're in line. I said, okay. I said, no problem. So I, waited there behind her. And then after she left, I couldn't, while she was being waited on, the couple behind me was saying they were going to go to a birthday dinner. They found some amazing finds that still, they were just shocked that they found there. And they were new to the area, originally from Arizona. And I said, oh, well, that's interesting. And I turned around and I said, did you guys just move here? Yeah. We love to thrift store shop. We find the greatest buys at thrift store. And we were all talking about the Lazy Boy recliner. Now, it's not a big recliner, small recliner, but it was only $9.99 back there. But none of us bought it, but it's a beautiful recliner. And then when it came time, I said, you go ahead of me because you're in a hurry. And they said, are you sure? I said, yes. And they asked, are you a member? And the girl goes, the woman said, the older lady said, we don't have time to sign up. And I said, use my phone number. So they did. So not only did they get the veterans thing, but one of their items was the color of the day. So that helped them even more. And they said, we can't thank you enough. I said, hey, you know what? I'm just glad I could help you. And when I got up there, I got $5 off from all of my points. So that was pretty rewarding in itself. And I said, well, thank you for that. And she said, hey, you did it yourself by helping somebody else. I said, well, I'm going to keep trying to pay it forward. Well, we went over to Aldi's, and I said to Grandpa, something told me. I said, if you don't feel like walking in here, you just wait in the car and I'll do the shopping. He said, no, I better walk. So he waited for the cart with me, and they don't have wheelchairs there at Aldi's, by the way. So I went and got a cart, and then he tried pushing it while I was, in front of him, and he said, Donna, slow down. And I said, what's the matter? He goes, I can't walk this. So Amber there, who's my Facebook friend, had heard what he said, and she's known our family forever because she used to work at McDonald's as the manager. And so she and my grandma would always just chat it up a storm, and she would buy her daughter, who was real young at that time, little toys and give it to her daughter. So I said, well, Amber, would you mind letting Grandpa to go through here so he can go back to the car and I'll do the shopping? And she even walked him to the car. She was that concerned for his health and well-being. And that was very thoughtful and kind. So I'm grateful. And then I did the shopping there at Aldi's. We went and went through Arby's to eat. He didn't want to go to the hospital. He just said he wanted to eat and watch a little TV and go to bed. So that's what he did. I hope that he's okay. I don't know. That's just what's going on right now. He did have some pain before bed, and I had earlier in the day given him 2 of my tension headaches, but that would have been right about 3 to 4 o'clock, but he had not had any other painkillers throughout the day. So I'm just worried and concerned about that. Um, Other than that, watched my shows tonight. Then I was like, oh, I just need to relax. It's been so stressful, such a tension-filled day. And so then I just got the laundry started before I came in here to try and get this video filmed, which took 4 times before the camera decided to start working. That's aggravating in itself. But it's a sign that this computer is getting older because I'm using an extended webcam, not one inside my computer anymore. So it's on limited time. That's why I always say I'm grateful to come to you guys and make these videos, because I don't know how much longer this computer's going to last me. It's been a long time. The Staples here in Mattoon had just opened when I bought this one, and it's my pride and joy. So I hope it doesn't go out. It's got the great biggest screen you've ever seen, and it's a laptop that you can shut and open, but it does have its moments where it wants to work and where it decides not to. I am going to try and do a little bit of the book review, even though it's late at night, even though I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'm off Saturday, Sunday. And I got to tell you, going back to the heating situation with that cover being off, even the vet said, why did he take the cover and leave it off? I don't care. You know, that's unsafe, because we all know the cats are curious in nature, and that cat might get damaged. I said, well, I'm praying that the cat has no curiosity of it, even though the screwdriver and the screws are sitting right next to the cover, next to the heater. But it is what it is, and I've called, and they told me when they called me back that they had just ordered the part, and it could take up to 1 to 2 weeks for him to come and actually fix the switch on the heater. So put us in your thoughts and prayers concerning that. Hopefully it gets done very soon. And are we done with house repairs? No. We liked his work so much today. And I told him in the future, we asked him to do 2.5 estimates. And then depending on how much the 2.5 estimates are, we'll go from there. But he never got back with me on the estimates, which I'm anxious to see what the estimates are. But we asked him to measure off the front room, the dining room, and then a little spot in the hallway needs just scraped and painted. So he's going to do that as well. Hopefully when we get that estimate, it's not going to be too much, and I've already told Grandpa that will probably be part of his Christmas, because I don't see, he always likes, I got him some stuff on order already, but he likes Whisper and Bill Anderson, and to get something by him this year, like a new t-shirt, he doesn't have any new merchandise right now. And that's Grandpa just looks forward to the new t-shirts, and he looks forward to them being autographed every year. So I'm hoping that that's going to be the case this year, but I want to be able to give him some money towards home repair. So it's looking much, much better, and I'm so glad that we did what we did. And by the way, I got to tell you, I was outside while he was working on the bathroom, and I was collecting apples off the tree, and it was probably a stupid move because there's lots of bees out there around these apples. And I had picked up the cat dishes, and all of a sudden I looked down here, and it was red, and it burned. Oh, did it burn. But I still say, right, and I'm not trying to do evil here, but right through here, it felt like something either bit me or stung me. But there was no bee squirming, with the stinger in, and there was nothing like a bite mark, but it just, it burned and it stung for a little bit. So I'll have to keep you up to date on that. Next up, we're going to do a book review. So take a deep seat. Hopefully life can get back to somewhat normal. Notice the key word somewhat. Back to Grandpa's car before I turn you loose onto the book review. He got the car repaired, and I don't remember, my mind is not working very well tonight. Everything's thrown me off. It was not one light in the back tail light, it was 2. And they told us it was going to take it a while to cycle through, to take the service engine light off, even though they fixed it, because it has a computer in it. And for that computer to register that it's been fixed, it takes a while for it to cycle through. So hopefully it does. And then the other thing that they did was change the oil. So he's up to date and ready for the fall winter. Yeehaw! So that's good news as well. I got another book that I finished reading as well, and that's that book about the bachelor situation. I think y'all are going to love that book review. I've started one that's a little hard for me to get into, but I love Toby Keith, and it's I Love This Bar by Carolyn Brown. And I'm on page 46 of it. So when I get done with that, I'll do a book review on that as well. So you've got to stay tuned. I'm going to try and keep you all informed and up to date as we go. I don't know if you've heard or not, but President Trump is out of the hospital and at the White House again. So I don't know for how long. I know most of his inner circle is got the virus, so we'll just have to stay abroad on that situation. But now we're going to do a book review. So you got to take a deep seat. We're going to do some more pages out of the Unleashed Diana Palmer. So also, if you didn't get, I didn't tell you, I don't think, they have some amazing finds at your thrift stores right now. I'm an avid reader, so I always go in there, and people they look like brand new books that maybe they got at Walmart, didn't even read, and they just give it to the thrift store. This is the time I urge you to go to your thrift store. Check it out. Get some good deals. And yes, become a member so you can get a discount, and maybe on the color of the day. You never know. Now, they're still not marking the books at Goodwill, and I think that's horrible, because if they mark the books, they would probably sell more books. Even though I buy the books, doesn't mean other people do. Okay? And they're just going to start piling up if you don't start marking them. So I hope you hear my call to action, Goodwill. So please take a deep seat, and I'm going to start in with Unleashed book review yet again.